All right, sounds good. So now to go inside, right?
Yes.
So this is the provision for the water heater.
We install the water heater here.
Okay, the water heater will go
This
here.
is the current that comes out. There also needs to be a feed here. But because we are not ready for this area yet, that's why we left it out.
Okay, I understand.
All right, so Paul just went through and explained everything that had to be done. Now what he's explaining is that these doors need to be sanded and actually finalized and finished, right? So they haven't been done as of yet. So my caretaker is gonna take the camera and he's gonna hold on to it. So here's the situation. We have no power on the property. So until we have power, he's not gonna be able to actually sand these doors. And so that's the next phase in the process. But once he does that, we'll have the doors placed on. So now what he's walking through is showing all the different doorways that are going to eventually have doors. And then what he does next is actually shows that the doors are on the property. So the front door is there and some of the room doors are all there now. And so he's just walking us through what needs to be done when in fact we do have power. So unfortunately, because we don't have power, the doors have to wait right now. Then what he's showing is that all of this needs to be cleaned, and once the doors are actually on and the painting is done, he cleans the floor and then moves on out. That'll be the last stage of everything that needs to be done before he leaves the property. So I'm just saying, okay, well, I'm looking forward to that because that's really what I'm looking for. Now, what I was explaining here is just the last couple of steps that need to be done, right? The doors need to be added, painting needs to be done, and the electricity needs to be connected. So that was and then light bulbs need to be purchased so that they can check to see if there's light and that everything is working. Each of the outlets will also have to be tested. So he'll have to put testers in each of the outlets. Right now he's talking about the light bulbs, but he'll have to put testers in each of the outlets to make sure it works. Now I kept having issues with the gimbal, so I kept coming back and making corrections. But basically what he's saying is that each of the light bulbs will need to be entered. We have to put each of the light bulbs will need to be installed to make sure that we see that each light works. And then what he does is he's gonna take us out and he's gonna show us EDSA. So now the EDSA machine, or the EDSA meter has been installed. EDSA is our local electricity service. So basically what he's saying is, what happened was the person who installed the EDSA machine, what he did not have was what was a positive or negative charge. Usually each of the two cables are delineated and it says this is a positive charge, this is a negative charge, so that when they connect everything, it all works and it's all good. Unfortunately, that wasn't done. And when he came back to the site, there was no power coming to the area. So he kind of wasted a trip and had to go back. So now the electrician has to come back when there is actually light. Then he has to check to see the positive and the negative charge, connect those. Once that's connected, we then pay EDSA to ensure that we have electricity. Once we have the electricity, we then can power the power tools to be able to install the doors. I know it's a lot of processes and a lot of challenges, but this is the life of building a house in Sierra Leone, unfortunately. Again, I was having issues with the gimbal, came back to try to figure it out and fix it. So what we do now is we're gonna go back to the last discussion where we go back into the house again, and he just walks us through really everything. So he's saying the floors need to be redone and cleaned. The floors don't need to be redone. Sorry, the floors just need to be cleaned. He's gonna paint all the walls, but all of that has to happen after we work through everything else. All right, guys, thanks for watching that clip from the Authentic African YouTube channel. If you wanna see the full video, click up here. If you want to subscribe, don't forget to subscribe by clicking this link right here. And if you want to see anything more from the channel, then you want to click down here. All right, guys, thanks for watching. See you all in the next video.